everyone. So today we're going to discuss solving rational algebraic equations transformable to quadratic equations. So this is just a continuation of my first video, equations transformable to quadratic equations. So today we're going to transform the following equations to a quadratic equation in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. So we have number 1, 3x squared over 5 plus 7x over 2 equals to 5. Number 2, we have 10 over x minus 3x over 2 equals to 5. Then number 3, we have 3 over 2x plus 2 over x equals to x minus 1. Then we also have 4 over x plus 5 plus x minus 3 over 2 equals to 10. Then we have number 5, 10 over x minus 1 plus 3 over x plus 5 equals to 8. Then last, number 6, we have x over x plus 1 then equals to 4 minus 2 over 3x. So these are examples of rational algebraic equations that can be transformed to quadratic equations. So for our direction, we're going to transform the following equations to a quadratic equation in the form ax squared, this one, ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Okay, number 1, we have 3x squared over 5 plus 7x over 2 equals to 5. For the LCD, we're going to get the factors of the first denominator, which is 5. So we have 5 times 1. Next, for the factors of the denominator 2, so we have 2 times 1. Then, let us get the LCD. We're going to multiply 5 times, we have 2 times 1. So, 5 times 2 times 1, we have 10. Okay, so sometimes it is easy for us to make use of the factored form instead of the product. Okay, so let's see, we have 3x squared over 5, then plus 7x over 2, then equals to 5. So multiply this by the LCD. Let us make use of the factored form, 5 times 2. So we have 5 times 2 times 3x squared over 5. So here, let us cancel 5 because 5 divided by 5 is 1. Okay. Then we have 2 times 3x squared. Then plus 5 times 2 times 7x over 2. So we can cancel 2 because 2 divided by 2 is 1. Then we will just multiply 5 and then 7x. Then equals 2. 5 times 2 times 5. So we have 5 times 2 times 5. Then, multiply. We have 2 times 3x squared. We have 6x squared. Plus 5 times 7x. We have 35x. Then equals to 5 times 2 times 5. That is 50, right? Because 5 times 2, 10. Times 5, we have 50. Then, write this resulting equation in standard form. So, we have 6x squared plus 35x. Then, you transpose 50 to the left side. Just don't forget to change the sign from positive, make it negative 50. Or make use of the subtraction property of equality. Subtract both sides by 50. So, we have here now 6x squared plus 35x minus 50 equals to 0. Okay. Next, for number 2, we have 10 over x minus 3x over 2 equals to 5. So here, the LCD again is, okay, so factors of x, we have x times 1. Factors of 2, we have 2 times 1. LCD, you're going to multiply x times, we have 2 times 1. Okay, so we have x times 2 times 1, we have 2x. Okay, so that is 2x. Then, going back to this example, we have 10 over x minus 3x over 2 equals to 5. Multiply by 2x. Or 2 times x. Okay? The next, again, multiply 2x times 10 over x. So, here, again, we can cancel x variable. Then, we have 2 times 10 only. Okay? So, I'm going to make a step-by-step process. Then, we have 2 times 10. Then, next, we have 2x times 3x divided by 2 or over 2. So, here, we can cancel 2. Then, we will just multiply x times 3x. Okay? So, minus x times 3x. Then, equals to 5. Again, multiply 2x times 5. So, we have 5 times 2x. Okay? You can write 2x times 5. Then, next, 2 times 10, we have 20. Then, minus x times 3x, we have 3x squared. Then, equals to 5 times 2x, we have 10x. Then, again, we're going to write this resulting quadratic equation in standard form. So, we have negative 3x squared minus 10x. You transpose negative 10x to the left side. Just change the sign. Or make use of the subtraction property of equality. Subtract 10 to both sides of the equation. Then plus 20 equals to 0. Let us make this positive. Okay, the quadratic term. So we have 3x squared plus 10x minus 20 equals to 0. Okay, so this is now the quadratic equation. Okay, next, number 3. Okay, so number 3. Let's say we have 3. Number 3, we have 3 over 2x. Then plus 2 over x equals to x minus 1. Okay, so here, the denominators are 2x and then x, right? Because here, the denominator of x minus 1 is 1. Okay, so let us get the LCD. So we have for 2x, factors are 2 times x times 1. For the second denominator x, we have x times 1, right? To get the LCD, we have 2 times. We have x, then times, we have 1. So, the LCD here is 2x, right? So, going back to our example, we have 3 over 2x plus 2 over x, then equals to x minus 1. Multiplying both sides by 2x, which is the LCD. So, we have 2x times 3 over 2x. You can now cancel 2x because that is 1. Okay? 2x divided by 2x, 1. Then, we have only 3. Okay? Plus. This one, 2x times 2 divided by x. So, here, we can cancel x variable. Then, we're going to multiply 2 times 2. Okay, so we have 2 times 2. Then, equals to 2x times x minus 1. So, we have 2x times x minus 1. Then, we have here 3 plus 4 equals to, multiply 2x times x, we have 2x squared. Then 2x times negative 1, we have negative 2x. Then, we have here now 3 plus 4, we have 7. Then, equals to 2x squared minus 2x. Now, we can transpose the quadratic term 2x squared and then the linear term negative 2x to the left side, or we can transpose 7 to the right side. So, for us to make it easier, let us just transpose 7 to the right side. So, we have 2x squared minus 2x minus 7 equals to 0. Okay? They are just the same. Now, if we're going to write it, or if we're going to transpose all the terms to the right side, you will just copy. Okay? So, we have 2x squared minus 2x minus 7 equals to 0. So, this is now the quadratic equation in standard form. So, this is number 3. Okay? Next, number 4. Number 4, we have 4 over x plus 5, then plus x minus 3 over 2 equals to 10. Okay, for the LCD, we all know that the denominator of 10 is 1. So, to look for the LCD, for the first factor, x plus 5. Okay, factors are x plus 5 times 1. Okay, then for the second denominator, we have 2. So, 2 times 1. Then, let us get the LCD, which is 2 times this one, 2, and then x plus 5. Then, times 1. Okay, times 1. So, the LCD here is 2 times x plus 5. Now, let us make use of the factored form. Sometimes, good also to make use of the product form. Like this, we have 2 times x, we have 2x. Then, 2 times 5, we have 10. Okay, then going back to our example, we have 4 over x plus 5. Then, plus x minus 3 over 2 equals to 10. Now, let us multiply this by the LCD in factored form. Okay? So, this is in product form. This is in factored form. So, we have 2 times x plus 5. Then, multiply. Let's see, multiply 2 times x plus 5 times 4 divided by x plus 5. So, here we can cancel x plus 5 over x plus 5. That is 1. So, we have only now 2 and then 4, right? So, we have 2 times 4. Then, plus. Okay, again, let us multiply this by x minus 3 over 2. So, this time, we cancel 2 because 2 divided by 2 is 1. Okay, then we are going to multiply x5 plus 5 and then x minus 3. So, we have x plus 5 and then x minus 3. Then, equals 2. This one, again, multiply 2 and then x plus 5 by 10. So, we have 10 times 2 times x plus 5. Okay. Then, multiply 2 times 4, we have 8, plus x times x, we have x squared. Then, x times negative 3, we have negative 3x. Then, 5 times x, we have 5x. Then, 5 times negative 3, we have negative 15. then equals to 10 times 2, we have 20, then times x plus 5. Then let us now combine similar terms or collect like terms. So we have x squared. Then we have here negative 3x and then 5x, right? We have positive 2x. Then 8 and then negative 15, we have negative 7. Then equals to 20 times x, we have 20x. Then 20 times 5, we have 100. Then let us now transpose these two terms to the left side of the equation. Only that change the sign from positive to negative, positive 20x to negative 20x, and then positive 100 to negative 100. But then, use the subtraction property of equality, subtract 20x, and then 100 on both sides of the equation. So, we have here x squared plus 2x minus 7, then minus 20x minus 100 equals to 0. Then we have here now x squared, then 2x minus 20x, that is negative 18x. Okay, then negative 7 minus 100, that is negative 107 equals to 0. So as you can see, this is now the quadratic equation in standard form. Okay? Let's see. Okay. So next, number 5. Okay, number 5. We have 10 over x minus 1, then plus 3 over x plus 5 equals to 8. Okay, so this is very easy. So LCD is for the first denominator, okay, we have x minus 1. So factors are x minus 1 times 1, right? For the second denominator, x plus 5, factors are x plus 5 times 1. So LCD would be x minus 1 and then x plus 5 times 1. Okay? So that's it. That's the LCD in factored form. You can get the product of this, but then it is easy for us to multiply this in factored form to the given quadratic equation, to the given equation. So we have 10 over x minus 1 plus 3 over x plus 5, then equals to 8. Multiply this by the LCD, x minus 1 and then x plus 5. Okay? Then, if you're going to multiply this, x minus 1 times x plus 5 times 10 over x minus 1. So, we can cancel x minus 1. Okay? So, we have only x plus 5 and then 10. So, we have 10 times x plus 5. Then plus x minus 1 times x plus 5 times 3 divided by x plus 5. So, this time, we're going to cancel x plus 5. Then, we have to multiply 3 by x minus 1. So, we have 3 times x minus 1. Then, equals. So, here, we're going to multiply it by 8. 8 times x minus 8, minus 1 rather, times x plus 5. So, we'll just copy all. We have 8 times x minus 1 times x plus 5. Then, multiplying this, we have 10 times x, we have 10x. 10 times 5, we have 50. Then, 3 times x, we have 3x. Then 3 times 1, we have negative 3. Then equals to 8 times. Let us make use of the FOIL method. We have 8 times x, we have x squared. Then x times 5, we have 5x. Then negative 1 times x, we have negative x. Negative 1 times 5, we have negative 5. Then here we can collect like terms. We have 10x and then 3x, so that's 13x, right? Then 50 and then negative 3, we have positive 47. Then here we have 8 times x squared, 5x minus x, that is 4x, right? Then minus 5. Then we have 13x plus 47 equals to, let's multiply 8 times x, we have 8x squared. Then 8 times 4x, we have 32x. Then 8 times negative 5, we have negative 40. Then let us now combine similar terms. Okay? Transpose first all the terms on the left side of the equation. So we have 13x plus 47 minus 8x squared minus 32x plus 40 equals to 0. Then let us now collect like terms. We have negative 8x squared, then 13x, this one, 13x minus 32x, so that is 19, negative 19x. Then next 47 plus 40, so we have 87 equals to 0. Then to make it positive, multiply both sides by negative 1. So we have negative 1 times negative 8x squared. We have positive 8x squared. Negative 1 times negative 19. We have positive 19x. Negative 1 times 87. We have negative 87 equals to 0. So as you can see, this is now the quadratic equation in standard form. We have 8x squared plus 19x minus 87 equals to 0. Then next, number 6. Number 6, let's say x over x plus 1 equals to 4 minus 2 over 3x. Okay, so here, LCD, of course, we have for the first denominator x plus 1, we have x plus 1 times 1. We have, this is 1, 4 over 1 here. The denominator is 1. Then for the next denominator, we have 3x. So factors are 3 times x, right? So LCD here is 3 times x plus 1. Or simply 3x times x plus 1. You can multiply this to get the product form. But then again, let us make use of the factored form, okay? So we have x over x plus 1, then equals to 4 minus 2 over 3x. Multiply both sides by the LCD, 3x times x plus 1. Then again, multiply this. We have 3x times x plus 1 times x divided by x plus 1. Okay, we can now cancel x plus 1. So we have only 3x and then x. Okay, so we have 3x times x. Okay, let us make use of, okay. Next, the parentheses. Make use of the parentheses. The next, we have 3x times x plus 1 times 4. So, we will just multiply. We have 4 times 3x times x plus 1. Okay? Then, this one, 3x times x plus 1 times 2 divided by 3x. So, here, we can cancel 3x. Okay? So, we only have 2 and then x plus 1. So, minus 2 times x plus 1. Then, x times 3x, we have 3x squared equals 2. Let us multiply this one. 4 times 3x, we have 12x. Then times x plus 1. Then minus 2 times x, we have 2x. 2 times 1, we have negative 2 times 1, we have negative 2. Then let us multiply 3x squared equals to 12x times x, we have 12x squared. 12x times 1, we have 12x. Then minus 2x minus 2. Then we have, let us just transpose 3x to the right side. So they are just the same. So we have 0 equals to 12x squared plus 12x minus 2x minus 2 minus 3x squared. Okay, from positive, make it negative 3x squared, or you subtract 3x squared on both sides of the equation. Then equals to, or 0 equals to, we collect like terms or combine similar terms. We have 12x squared and then negative 3x squared. So that is 9x squared. Then 12x minus 2x, we have 10x. Then minus 2. Okay? So, we have here 9x squared plus 10x minus 2 equals to 0. So, this is now our answer, the equation in standard form. Okay? That's it. I hope you learned about transforming or on how to transform the equations to a quadratic equation in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. So, thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, share, comment if you want. I'll answer you. And then please click the notification button for more videos and updates. Thank you.